All right, everybody, real quick. This is Devon Bell, CEO and founder of Global Currencies. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a quick walkthrough on, how to set up the auto trader. That's one of the biggest questions we've been getting lately, and this will be a series. In this video, I'm gonna show you some settings. I'm gonna, discuss the difference in some of the settings, and like these are the settings that most people are using. All right, so first we have to go ahead and put in our email. All right, then you put in your password, got the security code. All right, let's go ahead and log in. All right, now immediately, as soon as I'm brought here, I see a warning. You are not following any signal providers yet. All right, so these guys are the auto traders. Uh, people like Damon, Derek, Tyler, Troy, Josh, and Victor. These are our auto traders, and the idea is to follow all of them because they trade different sessions, different pairs specifically, and it's powerful to have all this be on one account. All right, so make sure you read this welcome message along with the welcome email that you got. Um, This says make sure you follow. All right, activate the student EA software. We'll go over that. Uh, then download it onto your MT4 platform. Read the instructions, guys. There's a manual that comes with it, and I'm not going to go over every single thing in these videos, so it would behoove you to actually read through the instructions so you get a better understanding. And then attach your client EA to the chart, just like any other expert advisor. Um, and then this is my MT4 password for my EA. Uh, you knowing that isn't really gonna benefit you. All right, and it says the EA should be displaying an incrementing server read. I'll go over that a little bit later as well. And this is also important. Right now, until we upgrade our servers, you have to leave your MT4 running. That means your computer has to be on. It can't fall asleep. It can't time out. You can't lose internet. If you do, you won't get those trades. Or if you have a trade open and that happens, you won't know when to close those trades. So right now it's important to leave it running 24/5. All right, so you can turn it off during the weekends, reboot your system, and have it running smooth again. All right, so right now we're gonna go over here to the top left. We're gonna hit profile, and I'm just gonna walk you through the tabs real quick. All right, so account status, has my basic information. It tells me how long my subscription is. So, once you pay that date that you paid, it'll be valid until the next month on the same date. All right, personal details. Your phone number isn't really required here. So we don't have to worry about any of this. We have the information that we already need in there. All right, MT4 account status. This lets me know that uh, my EA is offline and I haven't started it yet, but that's okay. Connect your MT4 account. All right, this is important. All right, so you have to agree to the terms. Um, and activating your EA before it's on your chart is going to save you a huge headache. So we're going to go ahead and activate that now. Would I like to continue? Yes. And again, my EA password. And here's another big question is I will run client EA by myself. That means that you're going to have it on your computer running. Now, when we upgrade the servers and we're hosting MT4 platforms on GC servers, it'll be up and running 24/7. No need to worry about internet connection or anything. All right, and when that happens, you will select please run client EA on vendor server. All right, uh, then right here you're gonna go ahead and put in your MT4 account number. I'm just gonna make one up for the sake of this video. Um, right? But you want to actually put in your real account number and Guys, I know it's tempting. You want to try it out on demo first. That's fine. Um, just know that when you're ready to make some real money, put in your real account. And always, always, anytime you go in here to change your account number, whether you created a new account, you got the supplementary accounts option, or you're switching from demo to live, make sure you check this box. All right. You'll read this paragraph and you'll check this box and hit save. Attention, any changes in this menu will restart and or modify your current trade system. Sometimes it also need to wait to verify request. Are you sure? Just hit OK. All right, now that we got all that set up, you're going to go ahead and hit Global Client EA Settings. Now, you want to have your EA settings on, okay? And this right here is the biggest, this is where a lot of the questions come in because this system, the system is designed to not have limits. All right, there are some limits, unfortunately, right now, but compared to everything else that's out there, what we got here is gold. All right, so we have our money management mode. And what this is, all throughout the website, there's these little uh, blue question mark, and basically hovering over them, clicking them won't do anything, but hovering over them, it'll tell you more about that section. So if you don't know, just hover over it and it'll let you know. All right, so right here, local EA settings. Choose this option to use money management settings that are currently set directly in the client EA running on the MT4. So if you hit local EA settings, um, ideally you're gonna copy the trades exactly as they happen. All right, nothing's gonna change. So if the signal provider or the teacher account has $1,000 in it and your account has $100 in it, you don't want to select this option. All right, and if you want to change those options, you want to select something else. Now, your risk ratio server, a lot of people have been selecting this. Um, it's not the same as the lot multiplier. It's a little bit different, but it gives you the same risk profile. If you do 1.0, it gives you the same risk profile as the auto trader account. All right. Um, and so some people have been selecting that option. I haven't I haven't done much testing with it myself. Um, the two that I really focus on are the fixed lot size and the lot multiplier, which I'm also going to go over. The fixed lot size is pretty simple, guys. Uh, let's say myself or any of the auto traders we're placing a trade, right? You're copying those exact trades. Now, if I have $1,000 in my account, I might feel comfortable with placing a lot size of 1.0, 2.0, in some situations even a 3.0, right? Now, on your account, whether you have that much or not, on your account, um, you don't want to be placing those necessarily exact lot sizes. Maybe you want to do something different. All right, so in that event, and trust me, the beauty of this is that you can come in here and change it at any time. All right, the system will reset itself, meaning you come in here, you can make your changes, hit update, and it's done for you. All right, so that's the beauty of having everything right here in the students panel. All right, so having a fixed lot size basically means if I put in 0.01, whether I place, a 1.5 or um, even a 0.05 or a 1.0, and let's say I place three trades and they all have different lot sizes. No matter what the lot size trade I place, yours is fixed to this number. Now, obviously, there's this works good with accounts that have $10 in it. And yes, some people have $10 in their auto trading account, but hey, I've built a 30 cent account into over $1,500 in a little over a week. I know Derek V has built a $10 account into $1,100 in a matter of a week. So it's definitely doable. That's something that we're also working on as well. But this fixed lot size option, gives you a chance to really build those lower accounts. But here's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see people just getting greedy. And yes, I'll call it greedy. It's not stupid, it's just greedy. Why would you put in 50.0? It makes absolutely no sense, guys. Now, that's definitely an option. Like that's definitely an option. But if your account can't handle it, it's not going to do it. All right, so that's where the limits come in. It really makes no sense to put a fixed lot size of 1.0. This is really just flexible for people who don't have that much money in their account. Um, but if you see it, if you really know what you're doing, and you see that, uh, basically the way we trade, we're catching so many pips that a higher lot size is generally going to net you profit, then by all means go ahead. But you need to be looking at your trade history on the account that's being traded before you do that. All right, next one, lot multiplier. This is really simple. A lot of people know this as risk multiplier. Um, Basically, whatever trade that we place, at 1.0, you're copying it exactly. All right, there's nothing changed. You're copying it to a T. Now, this also works. Let's say we have $1,000 account for the auto trader. You have $100, right? So you're gonna do the math, and um, let's see, $100 would be 10%, right? So your lot multiplier would be 0.10, right? That's 10% of the actual account. And this just ensures that basically means that you're taking the exact same risk as the auto trader account, but you're not, if a trade is lost, you're not going to lose as much as the auto trader account. And it also means if we profit $300, you're getting 10% of that $300 theoretically. All right, so your account would have $30 in profit. All right, so and this is flexible, it's really flexible. You can put in these settings. I'm gonna go ahead and click update real quick, just so you see that the settings stay. All right. Um, and it gives you this funky little number. But if you did that in a calculator, it'd be the same thing. So with that being said, let's say we have $1,000 in the auto trading account, and I just use 1,000 because I like to keep my account size at 1,000. Sometimes I'll go back to 500. Um, but $1,000 accounts typically aren't over leveraged. Um, all right, so let's say you want to increase the lots by 20%. All right, you've done your calculations, you've looked at the lot sizes that on average that we place, and you want to increase your risk by 20%. All right, or 20% would be 1.2. All right, 2% would be 1.02. Okay, so what I don't want to see right off the bat is this. All right, I want you to actually sit down, do the numbers, contact Damon or myself. I mean, that's what we're here for. Um, post your concerns, not in the actual, messenger group chat, but on the closed Facebook group. Go ahead and post your questions there. We'll get them answered. Tag some people. All right, we'll get your questions answered. I don't want to see immediately after you've signed up, you know, um, I don't want you doing this because people are losing money this way. All right, it's greedy, but um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna delve into that too as well. How to calculate all this. What this actually means. So that way you have a better, clearer understanding of what auto trading entails. All right. But so for now, I don't seeing something like this. That's perfectly fine. All right, guys. So you know, 1.5. A lot of people, they're used to the limit of being a 4, the risk multiplier of 4. That means you're quadrupling the risk, right? So the profits are quadrupled and the losses are quadrupled. But you have to take into account lot sizes, commission, and spread in different brokers. Okay, so that's another thing you have to consider. All right. Um, so yeah, and this also, I mean, theoretically, you could come in here and, increase the risk by 200, right? And like I said, it's going to stay. All right, that's the way the system's designed. If your account can handle that, then hey, you've done your math and you see it's not going to lose you money, then hey, go ahead and do it. All right, but moving on, we got the risk percent. All right, how much of your account do you want to risk? Now, this isn't my favorite option, but the maximum is 10%, meaning that no matter what your account size is, no matter what the auto traded account size is, it's going to place lot sizes. It's an algorithm, all right? It's going to place lot sizes on your trades that are only risking this percentage of your account. All right, so if you want to risk 1% to 10%, then I mean this option is for you. Now the drawdown is that we have traders, even myself, I'm not really comfortable with setting stop loss, and we teach that as a what's the word I'm looking for? We teach people to use stop losses because it's a good habit starting out, knowing because you have to know how many pips you're willing to risk in order to gain. That's your risk reward ratio, right? But um, traders like myself, Damon, sometimes we don't even place stop losses. And if you want to know why, go ahead and contact us because it has to do with market makers and brokers, and I'm not going to really get into that for this lesson. But for right now, just know that if we place a trade that doesn't have a stop loss, then you're not going to get those trades with this setting. All right, and then the last money management mode is the lot money ratio. All right, this option allows you to use a special risk management method. It is very important to use the correct format in order to activate this option. You have to enter two numbers, they must be separated, blah, blah, blah. This is really in your, more information on this is in the instruction manual. I really just don't even mess with this. But like I said, this system is really designed to uh, be flexible. All right, so no matter what. And so what I'm gonna do, and sometimes, after looking at somebody's profile, they showed me, hey, these are my settings. Why am I not getting the trades? Oh, well, it's because, you have a risk percentage and we didn't place a stop loss. Or, I lost money. Oh, well, you had a lot multiplier and your lot multiplier was 5.0. Yeah, I'm not making this up. This happens. I mean, it's a lesson learned, guys. All right, but just know that there are people that are making, $1,000, $1,000 last week on their account from auto trading. All right, and we're still putting together a lot of things are coming with this program. It's just looking at this, what we have is already beyond anything else that's out there. And what we have coming for you guys, about um, multiple auto traders on one account. That's nowhere else to be found. All right, but we have something else that's even bigger, even better, even better, and I'm gonna wait to tell you guys. All right, I'm actually gonna host a webinar, and I'm gonna tell you guys everything that we've done. All right, thank you all for your patience, cause GC is about to be lit. All right. Now, this other option, copy all currently open positions. I advise people against this. Basically, just let's say you're like this, you just signed up and you go to open your MetaTrader 4 platform and you have this option selected. Well, once it's activated and it shows it's running and you have the option selected, let's say Damon placed a trade, 3 hours ago. All right, his trade may be in profit, but since you have that option selected, I mean, it can't open any trades from the past. Like, it can't go back and get you into profit. So what it's gonna do is gonna open the trade wherever the market is. All right. So he could be getting ready to, close that trade in the next 5 minutes, but you decided to have this option selected, and um, it's I really advise against this option. It's there because sometimes I mean we have traders that keep trades open for months. Those are upwards of 9,000 pips sometimes. Um, so it's useful in some scenarios. But starting out, I wouldn't mess with it. Copy exact trade comment. I mean you can know. I'll just mention this. In MT4 you have different values and Comments is one of them, right at the bottom where your trade, your open trades are. You have your stop loss, your take profit. Like in that area, you have comments, and I mean we typically don't use comments, but uh, you know having this selected or deselected, you can put in your own trade comment like, you know, I'm a boss, and basically the broker sees this. All right, so if you have I'm a boss on all your trades, they're probably gonna, um, you know, go ahead and shut you down. Not really, but max trades, I will leave this as zero. This is basically the max number of trades that you can open. Um, so I would just leave it as zero for right now. We typically don't open that many trades except for the other night. Um, GC servers had over 90 million connections, guys. And that goes into, what else I'm going to explain to y'all, like one of the surprises. But I mean, for right now, there's really no need to even change it. Um, Margin limit. All right. This allows you to control how much margin of your account can be used for trading. And your margin levels are really determined by your broker. Some have as low as 20%, some have 50%. Um, so you really need to know your broker's settings. By default, this is set to 70%, meaning it won't open new positions if your account margin in use reaches above 70%. All right, so that's another one of those settings in your open trades. Um, right next to your balance, it'll have your here, I'll look it up real quick. It'll have like three different margin levels, and one will be a percent. And so this setting is, will determine that. I usually tell people 85%. All right. Accepting trade signals. Um, this is really just uh, I mean, all these have to be selected because if we modify a trade, you're gonna want yours to be modified. Um, if we decide to exit a trade, then you want to exit when we exit. So, this is you want to have all these selected. Reverse trades. Now, let's say for some odd reason, I'm gonna knock on wood, but for some odd reason, I'm not even gonna name a person, but for some odd reason, one of the auto traders decides to go on a losing streak, right? They want to they want to lose 1,000 pips this week. Well, I mean, after the first day or so, you might see, hey, every single trade that they're placing is just losing, you know. So, I mean, what's the opposite to losing? It's winning. So you would select reverse trades, and basically it places the opposite trade. So if they buy the Euro JPY, on your account, you're going to be selling it. All right, and so I mean, that's another beautiful option. This system is really flexible. It's called the auto trader, but um, I mean, you want to monitor your money. You want to see what's making you money. You want to see what's losing you money, and you're pretty much getting paid to watch your bank account grow. So why not be invested in it with a little time and effort? All right. Swap, stop loss, and take profit. It's literally just that simple. If we place a trade that has a stop loss and a take profit, this setting will reverse the two. All right. So if you're doing reverse trades, then you would want that. But if you're not, then don't do it. All right. Copies trade if price is within a range of 10 pips, and this is for everybody. Some people, you can do 5 pips. Um, a smaller number, it might get you less trades. Just because, a lot of things, it depends on your internet connection, um, where you're located. If you're located on the other side of the world and our servers are, based right here in the US, then it might take half a second, and if the market is spiking, um, and it's really moving faster than that, then you wouldn't get that trade in that scenario. But 10 pips is ideal. We have people in GC all over the world, and people that use 10 pips, they're getting, maximum results. All right. The other settings are copy trade only at a better price buy, copy trades at the same or any better price, or copy trades at any price. Um, and obviously, out of all those, the one that's already pre-selected is the best. All right. And just so y'all don't get the wrong idea, I'm really gonna change this. Do 30%. All right. If price is too far, meaning that if it deviates away from the 10 pips, we place a trade, you know, uh, and by the time your account places that trade, if it's not within 10 pips, it's either going to delay the execution, meaning that, hey, the market may, adjust a little bit, and it might knock you back within that 10 pip range. Then it'll go ahead and place the trade. Or you can just decide to completely ignore the trade. You know, I didn't get within 10 pips, so I'm not even going to take it. All right, and that's completely up to you. I know people that are doing both, and they're both making money. All right, stop loss. Um, you can have a fixed value in pips, meaning, if on average, our trades make 100 pips, and you just want to take profit at 50 pips, then by all means, go ahead. Multiply by that's you could multiply it by however many pips. Well, okay, I had that reversed. Your take profit is what um will get you profit in pips. Your stop loss is so they have the exact same settings. Um, you could completely remove these. Um, I would just do same as master, and no, that doesn't mean we're your master. That just means we've mastered the markets. All right, so take profit if equity above. I leave that at zero. Um, that basically means that if you have any open trades, say you start off with a $300 account and your account hit $600, no matter what trades you have open, it's just gonna take profit. Like, hey, I hit my goal. Now let me cash in. Stop if equity below. Um, this is you can do a set amount or you can do a percentage of your account and like as far as your equity goes. So, once you calculate the actual uh, balance, as well as any credit bonus to that account, you get your equity. And, that's based on the total equity of the account or it's based on whatever percentage you set. Now, in most cases, I leave this at zero, but some people are a little bit more cautious. And hey, I'm putting $300 in my auto trader account, and so my risk reward, as a trader, my risk reward is 1 to 2. And this isn't mine, but I'm just giving y'all an understanding. All right, so 1 to 2, that means I'm willing to risk $150, to make 300. All right, and so basically, once your account gets to this number, I'm not gonna say once. I'm gonna say if. All right, if your account gets to that number, it's gonna stop everything, close it down. Like, no, hold up, wait a minute. Why am I losing money? All right, and last but definitely not least, guys, if like I'm gonna show you here in a second how you can check the account balance of the auto trader. Um, because that's important. That's really important to even calculate all this. Um, but also you have to know that if we have $1,000 account and your account is $10, even $100, you might not want to trade certain pairs. Okay, you might not want to trade XAUUSD. All right, and you have to you have to you have to put it in just as it appears on like for your brokerage. All right, and so we have a complete uh, option for mappings. So if your broker doesn't use XAUUSD, it uses gold, or if they're not paired, then you can come down here and create symbol mappings. All right, but you don't want to trade XAUUSD, you don't want to trade WTI crude. All right, you don't want to trade, you know, commodities pretty much because most of them require a point 0.1 lot size, and we might trade those with standard lots. All right, so you want to put those in there if your account balance isn't going to be able to handle the drawdown. Okay, and this is really you want to put this as if you only want to trade these pairs. Okay, so no matter who's trading, or when they're trading, I want my account to only trade these pairs. If these pairs don't show up, you know, if anybody's trading any pair that's other than what's listed here, it's not going to happen on my account. All right, and that could happen. That could be you would put that in for a number of reasons. You see somebody's taking a risk with the Swiss franc, or any currency or any pair, and you don't want that. You could either put it in the don't trade pairs, or you could just say, hey, I know we have six auto traders and they all trade different sessions, but I only want the person who trades these pairs. And, like I said, that's also optional. All right, so once we have our settings, you can kind of take a look at what I've done. Obviously, your stop equity is going to be different if you want one at all, but these are kind of what I tell people. I mean, not okay, so definitely not a fixed lot size. You want a lot multiplier. All right, 1.3. All right, and if your account's smaller than that, or smaller than the actual um, auto trading account, then I mean, definitely you want to look at the history of the trades that have been placed before you make an informed decision. But this is just in general. All right, just just to give you a better understanding of how the system works. All right, then we'll come over here to signal providers. I'm sorry, which are our auto traders. All right, right now we have six, and we can see that three out of the six are online right now. All right, and my time, it's almost midnight. It's 11:46, so that would definitely explain why. Troy trades the Tokyo session, Josh trades the Sydney session, and Victor, he only trades the peso, the USD peso. So they probably wouldn't be online right now. But as for Derek, who trades the London session, um, Tyler, he trades news releases. Okay, so anytime this guy, this killer, all right, this savage, anytime he gets an alert, that a major news release is about to happen. I mean, I've seen and know professional traders that pull their trades out. This guy, he goes in, he attacks the market, he places a trade, and he gets us more profit. All right. And for the auto trader, he's a good trader overall, but his strong suit is trading the news. All right. So you're gonna get those trades. Um, and for Damon, who trades the New York and London session, you know, um, that explains why these guys are online. And so right now, I mean, obviously, I don't have the option to follow them. Otherwise, their box would be green instead of gray, right? And so that's something that happens, once your account gets approved. Obviously, I just made this account to just kind of show you guys, um, but once this account gets approved, um, you're gonna have the option to, you know, follow Troy or not, follow Victor or not. You have the option to decide who you want to accept, trading your account pretty much. Um, and so, it just gives you more ease of mind, you know. It gives you their risk profile. We have our medium, high risk, and really guys, like all these people, Damon and myself, we have spent, time training. And so this is really just like people like Damon and myself, we're not normal. So us calling Derek a medium risk trader, I mean, this is the guy that took a $10 account into $1,100 within a week. All right. So don't judge, these profiles. This tells you what session. Um, it tells you their style. Damon, he trades harmonics and he's a counter trend trader. All right, so really take that into account. The number of trades um, they have, etc. All right. So notifications. This is not just auto trading. Some people they might not necessarily want the trades to happen on their account immediately. they might just want to say, hey, I want to get the email, or they might even set up the text messaging notification. So anytime we place a trade, they'll get a text, right? We have a video for that that'll show you exactly how to do that. But basically, you have to have the right email address in. You can receive a daily summary, which is just a report, kind of like your broker might give you. You've lost, no, you've made this much money today. Um, you know, Stuff like that. And right now I have it disabled. All right, because this is a demo, or yeah, this is the demo, so I don't want my email getting blown up from a demo. All right, and yes, and then you hit save. All right, password. Anytime you want to change the website password to something that you might remember rather than a bunch of random numbers, then go ahead. You got to put in your current password, your new password, confirm that, and you can also change your MetaTrader EA password. Right now, most people think, hey, I can put in something I can remember, but that's not the case. There's an algorithm that automatically generates a letter, or alphanumerical password for you. All right, and that's to it doesn't have any capital I's in there, just so you don't get that confused with L's and vice versa. All right, so it's really simple. Um, but doing that, when you go to check your welcome email, changing this password is not going to be in your welcome email. So I usually tell people, there's really no point to change the EA password. Um, so I would advise you just leave that how it is, because now that I changed that, if I go back and check my welcome email, that the password in the welcome email isn't going to work. All right. So that gives you a general uh, introduction, if you will, to our auto trading system. Right. Anytime you have a question, you can submit a request. Um, Now, if it's a question pertaining to anything I just showed you, obviously go back and watch the video. Um, Feel free. Don't contact me at this email. Um, I check it, but it's that's not the best email to reach me at. Um, the best way to contact me or Damon is through phone number or Facebook. All right, and lately I have over 80 unread messages, but I work my way through them each day. All right, so you just bear with us. We'll go ahead and get that.